Hi, this is Randy with Cram Creating Real Emotional Moments, and I'm here at USF behind the library. And the library is the best place to get as much knowledge as you want. You can learn, you can create, you can really grow. It was one of my favorite places to come to when I was in university because of the amount of knowledge I felt like I was just surrounded in. And I want to talk to you guys today about creating a masterpiece. One of my friends and my line brothers, he's an artist. We call him Picasso, and he likes to draw. And so whenever I see him like draw or wherever he has to do a painting, he always starts off with a sketch. He takes the canvas, he sees what he wants, he imagines, and then he starts sketching it out. And even me saying this and giving you this example, a really quick thought came to my head. Even before he starts the masterpiece, he thinks about what he wants. He thinks about how he's gonna do it, even before getting the actual canvas. And so through that process, he starts taking action, he starts doing a lot. He takes the canvas and he uses a pencil and he draws out what he wants. Right now, as I record this video, he's drawing a picture for one of our friends, and it has a lot of different like flowers, different colors. There's still pencil markings on it, and you can really see that where the direction that he's going with the masterpiece. And then slowly but surely he starts adding paint, he starts adding the color, he starts adding definition, and through that process he's able to now define what he wants. And through that process, it didn't take just one day, it didn't take 2 days. It's actually taking him weeks and weeks and weeks. Maybe not weeks and weeks and weeks, but about 2 weeks to do it. That's where he's on right now, and he's continually growing and continually developing his masterpiece. In the same breath, he has another piece. I'm sorry, there's like flies flying all around me. He has another piece that he has in his room, and I really pushed him to finish because I can see that there was a lot going on. I can see the masterpiece, I can see the final vision, but he would always tell me, yeah, I have a little bit more to go, I have a little bit more to go, and it kept going like literally it kept going like months, and he wasn't finishing just one or two things that he had to do on it. And then when he finally did it, it took him just 2 days. And so in the end, he created what he wanted. He created that masterpiece. He created that vision that he wanted. And all of us have a vision, all of us have a masterpiece, all of us have something that they want to create, and you have to know that process. What is the process that you're putting in right now to create it? Are you actually caring about it? A lot of my friends, even myself, let me not even say friends, myself included, sometimes don't even care about what I'm doing. I just take the piece of the puzzle that I have, that the world and the universe has given me, and I look at it and I'm like, I can find the right slot to put it in. I know it takes a lot of effort. I know it takes a lot to be able to put that small piece, no matter how small it is, and put it into the right place so that overall piece and that overall puzzle can also be finished. How are you thinking about work? How are you thinking about what you love? How are you thinking about your final design? What is your life made of right now? Your life is that masterpiece. Are you designing it in the way you want? Are you thinking about the intricacies? Are you defining it? Are you giving it definition? Are you adding the color? Do you still have pencil marks that's unfinished? Do you still have a lot of things that you have to do to make that ultimate piece of whatever you feel like your life is meant to be? And ultimately, it's gonna allow you to be happier. It's gonna stretch you out like some Laffy Taffy. It's gonna make sure that you're stretching, you're pulling, and you're gonna be really good. You're gonna feel really connected with yourself, knowing that life can pull you as hard as they want, and then eventually, like Laffy Taffy, breaks apart. But you can stretch a little more. You can take a lot more than somebody else. As opposed to breaking off a piece of chip, you're breaking it, and that's what it is. I like food, so I'm gonna give you guys some food references as well. So really design yourself a really good masterpiece, a really good piece of art. And if you need some inspiration, just look around you. Look at social media, look at a television, look at yourself, look at your friends, look at your experiences. One thing I like to bring it back to is high school. High school was one of that time where all we had to do was do work and do something that we really, really enjoyed to do. And we had a choice. Part of it, we didn't have a choice to do because some of us didn't want to go to school, some of us did, but either way, you still did it. And on the other side, you got to choose what sports you wanted. Sometimes you did, sometimes you didn't. I had a choice of choosing what I like to do, and if you had that luxury, great. And if not, really still embrace it. Embrace the fact that you're able to play a sport. Embrace the fact that you're able to be around people. Embrace the fact that you can get a free workout. No matter if you can think about it or not, the effort that you would put in a workout, someone else is doing it for you. So going back to high school, I was the type of person that I did sports. I did fair grade, average grade. I got B's and A's. I didn't get like D's and F's, but I got A, B's, and C's. I was the type of person that really enjoyed to go out and do sports. I played soccer for 4 years. And so through that process, I loved what I was doing. I still wanted to develop myself. When it came to soccer, that was like the one thing that I did my entire time in school, except for learn, but my entire time for school, I did 4 years of soccer, I did 2 years of football, I did a year of track and field, I did a year of cross country, so I wasn't really consistent and when it comes to that effort. But when it came to theater, I also did 3 years because I was in the choir for my sophomore year and on, and it's something I really enjoyed. And everything I enjoyed, I put my all in. I really developed myself. I really tried to create that ultimate vision of how I saw myself in that role. My senior year of high school, how did I see myself playing soccer? My senior year of high school, how did I see myself in theater? What was the plays I was doing? How was my voice sounded like? What was the relationships I was building? And you really want to hold into that. So there was that two opposite spectrums. And so when it came to really growing, really developing myself, I only put myself in a position where I was doing what I loved. And when it came to creating a masterpiece, you want to do that. You really want to put yourself in doing things you really love. I watched Moana today, and it was a really, really cool movie. I highly recommend you watch it. Don't watch it just because it's a woman's Disney movie, a new princess, which is great. I love the Disney princesses. But watch it for more of what the lessons you can learn from. Moana, I don't want to say it wrong. Moana, she went from, as a young age, saw that she really, really enjoyed the water. She loved boats. She wanted to be with the water. She was drawn to it. But she had a different role based off what her society stood for. She was supposed to be the chief of the village. And through the time that she was, growing up and trying to find herself as a young woman, she kept being drawn to by the water. And in the beginning of the movie, she was singing a song with her father about being a chief, but yet even then you can see her being continually drawn into the water. That's what she wanted. And then until she finally pushed out of her comfort zone, pushed out to what society thought, pushed out of her own fears, and was able to jump over that bridge and really start developing herself, being a wayward, being able to see the direction of the water, being able to be one with the water, being able to fall in love with the sea, which is something that she ultimately wanted to do. What is your masterpiece? What is the thing that you love? What are you internally saying, oh my God, I really wish I could do that. Give me just one chance and I would just die to do this one thing. I could lose everything I could lose everything that I'm passionate about. I could lose everything that I care about, but just give me this one thing and I will forever enjoy my life. All right? So work on your masterpiece, work on what you're trying to do, work on developing yourself, work on you, develop you, and continue to think about you, and then you will have a great, happy life. All right. This is Randy with Krem, creating real emotional moments. Hit that like button, subscribe for the next one. Peace.